It's the most wonderful time of the year. Unless maybe you're living with a mental health condition or an eating disorder, then this time of the year can feel super triggering. It can feel super scary, super anxiety provoking. There's concerns over all of the holiday parties, all of the festivities, because what do those things involve? Food. And so it feels really scary. And it's really scary because maybe there's family around who aren't always super supportive. They may make body and food comments that feel really harmful for you. So it doesn't feel maybe like the most wonderful time of the year. So today I'm talking about eating disorder recovery and surviving the holidays. Hey y'all, welcome to the Recovery Academy. I'm Dr. Stephanie Waite. I am a licensed professional counselor and an eating disorder therapist. And every week I bring you no bullshit tips, tricks, and tools to help you along your mental health and eating disorder recovery journey. Welcome. Today I'm talking about how to survive the holidays when you are in recovery for an eating disorder. So right now you're looking at probably attending a lot of festivities. There's work parties, parties, family parties, and then just like holiday gatherings where there is food, where there are people talking about diet, people are making stupid food and body comments. Maybe you have family who are very hurtful to you in your journey and in your recovery. Maybe someone, in a family traumatized you, or they aren't supportive of your mental health. Maybe they trigger, body image concerns and of course food concerns because they're talking about dieting and making comments about food. And it's really hard when you are recovering from an eating disorder to eat in front of other people. You're worried about judgment. You're worried about, again, comments. It just feels like you're under, a microscope. So, I'm going to share some tips to help you kind of navigate this time of the year. The caveats to this are, I'm not a dietitian, so I'm not going to tell you like how to eat or what to eat. And the second thing is that, I think these things are, I'm speaking generally, right? So I don't know your unique situation. So if I want to encourage you to go see a therapist, talk to your therapist, talk to your support, your recovery team during this time of the year. I know my practice gets really, really busy around the holidays because it is such a really hard time for folks. So we can get through this. You can get through this. Just know that, these tips aren't going to necessarily fix your anxiety or, make you be able to sit at that meal and like feel 100%. I hope that you do. And I hope that these things do that, but it still may feel really hard. So I think the first thing I would suggest is go talk to your support, go see a therapist, get your recovery coach, have your support lined up. And if you don't have access to a therapist, you don't have access to a coach, who are the people like in your corner advocating for you, fighting for you, wanting recovery for you? Have those folks available. Like have a plan, have your phone on you. And if you're in like a shitty situation, text or call or reach out to that person or persons and let them know, hey, I'm struggling. And that connection is really, really important to your recovery. And it's going to help you feel supported. It's going to help you feel validated. So first tip, get your support lined up and have a plan for how to access them and get in touch with them. I think the second thing I would suggest is if you have a family member at the dinner or at the party, let them know, hey, I'm really feeling anxious going into this, and link arms with that person, hook up with that person, and like sit by them. If you're really shy, maybe it's okay to kind of like follow them around the party. Like, let them know, hey, I'm really feeling anxious. I'm really feeling nervous going into this situation. Do you mind if I just kind of like, sit with you and follow your lead with things? Because it's real easy to get in your head, and it's real easy to judge the things that you're saying and the things that you're doing. But if you know that there's a person here that you trust and love and respect, and you've communicated with them before going into it, hey, here's what's going on with me, they're going to help you feel not so alone and not so in your head. So then the third thing is use that person to kind of help you gauge what you can eat. So what I mean by this is it's real easy as you're going through like the serving line or you're getting your plate prepared. Your eating disorder is going to tell you a lot of wrong things. It's going to tell you, I'm not even going to tell you the things it's going to tell you because I don't want to trigger anybody, but you're going to be really in your head and it's going to feel really scary. You're going to be uncertain and unsure of what to eat and how to eat it. So follow that person through the serving line. And if they put a scoop of mashed potatoes, you put a scoop of mashed potatoes. If they put some green beans, put it on. If they grab ham, you grab ham. That doesn't mean you have to eat everything that's on your plate and that you have to eat everything that they are eating. But know that you can trust them that, hey, they've got a serving of this. This is what a serving for me can look like too. So the next tip is to practice intuitive eating as you go into these holiday parties. You are allowed to eat whatever the fuck you want. If you want to eat 3 pieces of pie, you eat 3 pieces of pie. If you want to eat 5 deviled eggs, you eat 5 deviled eggs. Eat whatever sounds good and feels good. Now, you're going to be really in your head, right, about the food that you're eating and maybe the calories and stuff. So when you find yourself really in your head and thinking about those things, I want you to zoom out and be in this moment, be in the situation. What do you hear? Listen to the different conversations. What do you see? See people laughing, see people smiling, see the beautiful holiday decorations, see the connection. What can you feel? Can you feel your butt in the chair, your feet planted firmly on the ground? Can you feel the food, the texture of the food in your mouth, the taste of the drink that you're sipping on? Use all of your senses to zoom you out, to be in the moment, because that's what this is all about, y'all. This isn't about the food and what you eat or what you don't eat and if you may gain weight or not. This moment, these holiday parties, these holiday celebrations are for you to connect with people that love you, like you, support you, and want you to do well. And so to be in that moment by using all 5 of your senses to get you out of your head and into this moment to make a memory. That's what you want to remember, is the memory, not again the calories and the food that you ate. And let's be honest, like, do you really remember the food that you ate last year? Like, maybe some of you do. I should have not said that. But like, that's what we remember, is the memories, is the connection, not, oh, I ate, this much ham, or, I ate these many deviled eggs. You don't remember that things. You remember the fight you had with your family, because if you're with my sisters, we fight a lot. I love my sisters very much. We're just all very opinionated women, strong women. So anyway, I digress. But those are the memories. Those are the things that make those holiday moments meaningful. So now let's go to the next thing. Sometimes we have unsupported family. You have that grandmother who gets really nasty. You have that uncle who makes you feel creepy. Maybe your sister is a bitch and y'all don't really get along. And so you're there and you don't like the people, you just tolerate them. Maybe they've done really hurtful, terrible things to you. So what do? Well, I think you want to have a plan before going into that situation. You want to plan for conversations that are off the table, things that you are not willing to talk about, things that you don't want to listen to. So when those conversations come up, have a plan for what to do. I have some videos here in the Recovery Academy to help you shut down diet talk, and it talks about those things that you can say to to get out of those conversations. Or maybe you get up and leave. You take, excuse me, got a phone call. Or you pull up your phone and you scroll social media. You excuse yourself to the restroom. Caveat being, okay, for people who have the tendency to purge, I would not suggest that. Maybe you go step outside. You go, maybe you need to go sit in a quiet spot of the house. Maybe there's a room you can get away to. And again, if you just need to like decompress, I'm an extroverted introvert. So whenever I go to these holiday things and I start feeling kind of just emotionally drained or mentally overwhelmed, if there is a pet at the house, I'll go find the pet, and you can find me petting the dog or cat or pig sometimes. You can find me in there just kind of taking a mental break to, like, again, recharge, take a few breaths, and I can return to the party. So you want to plan like that. And give yourself permission to leave early if you need to. You don't have to stay the entire time if you're feeling super triggered and really uncomfortable. The last and final tip I have for you is to eat regularly throughout the day. If you have a dinner party that you need to attend or a late lunch, like I'm thinking like for Thanksgiving, don't restrict your meals going into that. Eat your breakfast, eat your snack, eat your lunch. Because what can happen is if you're restricting, you're going to either feel really nauseous and not eat anything at dinner or lunch or whatever, or you're going to feel like you're going to binge. So if you can stay fed throughout the day, eat your regular meals, then whenever you go to that holiday meal, you're going to not be starving. And it's okay if you feel like you quote unquote overeat or eat too much. That's okay. Our bodies are so fucking resilient, y'all. Like your body can handle anything. And if you eat what you feel like is too much pie or too much deviled eggs, I really like the deviled eggs apparently. I'm excited for deviled eggs. It's okay. Your body is going to be able to adapt. Your body is going to turn all of that into energy and fuel. That was hard to say. That last and final tip is know that your body can do its job. It is trustworthy, and that the food that you're going to eat at those holiday parties, no matter what it is, no matter what your eating disorder or what other people at the table are saying is right, wrong, good, bad, otherwise, that food is all okay, and your body knows how to digest it and turn it into fuel. So then when you get up the next day, you go right back to your regularly healthy, eating habits. So I hope you found these tools for surviving the holidays helpful for you. If you have any other tools that you want to add to this, because this certainly wasn't the exhaustive list, make sure to leave that comment below. Help somebody else have some tools and have some skills to go into this holiday season. Plus, I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions or comments or things that you want me to talk about and you don't feel comfortable leaving it in the comment section, I promise I want to hear from you, and I promise you aren't bothering me. So feel free to email me because I'd love to hear from you. While you're here, check out the links. There's some more videos there for you to watch, and I have a bunch of free, you heard that, free resources for you below. So grab those tools to help you really start your recovery journey, or no matter where you're at in your recovery journey, these free resources are great support, information, tools for you to continue moving forward. Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. New videos drop every single week. On Monday you get a video, and Thursday you get your therapy tip. So I'm gonna pop off now, but I'll see you all real soon. Bye.